Hi Anjali. Only one. You are only joined, so I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in. Yes. Hi. I have to wait a little more, looks like. Instagram a little slow. Okay. How is your Sunday going? We have to wait for a few more people to join in. Just 2 people now. Hello Amukati, my sister's joined in. Hi Lindsay, how sweet. My sister goes, this bomb lady. Your elder sister. Okay, I just set my hair and I moved it. A few more people join in and then I can give you intro of Anjali Ramachandra, one of my really dear friends who I really look up to. She has quite a bit of introduction. My sister's sending hearts. Hi Lindsay. Yes, I'm doing better. I'm hoping to rest later on. I was expecting, a lot of people joining in like really fast today because it's a Sunday and I was thinking, yeah, people will be free. But yeah. Is the music too loud? Do you want me to reduce the music? Or is it good enough? Hi Shifa. Hi guys, thank you for joining in. Okay, we have quite a few people here. I think we can start. And as and when people join in, they join in. Music is fine. Thank you, Lindsay. Hello to everybody joining in now. Basically, today is Anjali Ramachandra's interview. I was so happy that I reached out to her and she immediately said yes. I want to have her here so that, we can basically get to know her as a person because she's an incredible person, okay? And I was so happy to share space with her. And as and when the interview goes on, you guys will get to see that. And I hope we get to learn a lot more. And even if we are able to change 1 or 2 lives, that's a blessing for both of us. So basically Anjali is the co-founder of Avni Green Factory, which believes in sustainable living and has organic products, okay? And she is also founder of Creatix Media Advertising and Brand Consulting firm, which is based out of Bangalore. She is also the artistic director of Anjali School of Dance and Music. They have about 50 students or more, I'm guessing, because I keep looking at her updates and I see that she's always teaching this beautiful dance form. I think it is Bharatnatyam. I'm not very aware of the kind of styles she does, but she's, you know, completely power packed. Like her performances, her grace, her singing, everything. She's so much more, you know. And she was also facilitated and she won many awards. Let me list out the awards. It's a long list, okay? So she won or honorary doctorate from International Peace University, Stuttgart, Germany. Daughter of India by Public Relations Council of India. GTF Women Excellence Award. Hindustan Gagan Gaurav Award by Mantralaya Mata. Inspiring Leader Award at India UAE Business Conclave. RNG Peace Award among many. My god, like these are a few among many, okay? Like I don't know how she had the time to get all these amazing awards. Like a lot of work is required to get all of these. And she's also an actress. She's done 2 films. Right now there's a new film that's out, you know, that's going to be out soon. The new release is Swachha Karnataka. She also has done a lot of events across the globe. Basically why I know her because she's an MC as well and I look up to her. When I started off, she was one of the first MCs I got to even talk to. She was so kind, she was so generous, she is extremely humble, extremely sweet and simple. So let me tell you the kind of events she hosts, okay? Just like a few of them, not many. Events across the globe, they are Aero India International Seminar, All India Conference of Intellectuals, Invest in Karnataka, and India UAE Business Conclave, among many events. Of course, she has done so many events and I'm really blessed to have her. Like I can say she guided me through so much. Like she was one of the first MCs who spoke to me, who was so extremely helpful, who taught me in a way how to host. And then she constantly gave me work, she made me upgrade myself. And then one fine day, you know, it was such a blessing to kind of, like, you know, I was completely fangirling at her when I got the opportunity in my life to share a stage with her. So you guys know how much she means to me, and she is incredible as a person, and I'm sure she's had one hell of a journey. And this is going to be a complete power pack talk. So let's try and invite her on board, shall we? So, I hope it joins in. It constantly has some or the other issue. Wow! I hope I did justice to your intro.
Yeah. Thank you,
wow.
Thank you. So,
wow, you're so beautiful.
thank you. It's fantastic to be here. To have joined
I'm
this.
so sorry. You know, this platform is really small for the kind of person that you are. You should be reaching out to millions, and I'm sure one day you will. But this is all I could do from my side,
No,
and I
I'm
can
so
tell
glad that a
you.
lot of them have joined. So let's say a hi to all of them. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules, and you're a part of this life. So it means a lot to us.
Many girls have joined in, basically. A lot of girls I can see now. So,
Fantastic.
yeah. I'm sure all the girls now, you know, will see how much you do, and you have so many companies. Oh my God, mashallah, and all these amazing awards. You are so young. How did you manage to do so much? Like, oh my God.
So it's all about, I would say it's more about that passion, and it's about perseverance. So I've been someone who's always believed that you should do everything that your heart says, right? So we're all
Yes.
incredible beings. We're all, each of us are so unique. So why follow somebody else? Do whatever your heart says, and life is so beautiful out there. That's been my mantra. So I love exploring and experiencing life to the fullest.
I know, like, for me, the greatest thing was like I was someone who really looked up to you when I initially started. there was one event manager who gave me your number and told, speak to Anjali, she'll teach you how to do this, because I was so lost. And then you spoke to me, you calmed me down, you told me what kind of words to use, what exactly to do, what situation, how to handle all of that. You were so generous, so humble, so down to earth. I had no idea who you were, okay? And then slowly, eventually, event managers used to send me your YouTube links. You have your YouTube videos up where you are hosting, okay? And they would send me your YouTube links and tell me, copy this girl, no? She does a very good job in the corporate world. Like, you should do things like her. And I would be like, yeah, I spoke to her only. I know her. I would be like that, okay. And then I remember one of the event managers, I even told him that, she's the one I look up to and everything. You laughed at it. I remember. So then one fine day it came to VKC and I was standing next to you on the stage. You have no idea how I felt. It felt like a really, beautiful journey that you inspired and you started. I had no confidence at all. And the kind of confidence that you have as a person, the positive energy that you have, the kind of mature mind that you have, I love everything about you. So let's start from the start. Tell me how you started. I don't think we've ever spoken about that. You never told me how you started, your hurdles, how you overcame every one of them, and you kept getting back up and you started so many beautiful companies on your own. Amazing.
Yes.
So tell
Yes.
me, how did you start?
No, that the seed of entrepreneurship has always been inside me. It became more stronger during my engineering days. So that is when I laid a foundation to
You're an engineer.
entrepreneurship.
Wow, I
Yes,
never
I'm
knew
an
that.
engineer. I've done my engineering in biotechnology from Saptagiri College of Engineering, Bangalore. So that is where my
Wow.
journey as an entrepreneur started. There was that kind of a seed inside, no? So there's that thought inside, a process
Mhm.
inside that says, no, go all out and try doing something. So I'm a trained Bharatnatyam and contemporary dancer. So I started learning Bharatnatyam since the age of 6 when I was in second standard. That's when I started learning Bharatnatyam. So it was during my engineering days that having learned this art form and having performed at different parts of the country, so dancing at the prestigious dance festivals across the country, so I felt
Mhm.
like why not start something on my own. So when I was in
Mhm.
second year engineering is when I started my first dance school, that is called as Anjali School of Dance and Music. So it was like
Wow, you
I'll
second
tell
year
you like
engineering.
an insane courage. I would call it as an insane courage for an engineering student to just go all out and say, okay, let me try doing something on my own. So, and
Yeah, you are so young. Oh my God.
but destiny
Wow.
has it all, no? So when you really, so I've been someone who's always believed this, no? Universe conspires what you really think of. You can manifest it, right? So things
Yeah.
started connecting
You've
itself. So
always
I,
telling me
the
that.
whole
You've always
thought of
told me.
really starting up a dance institute in just 2-3 days, I speak about this to my aunt, and she says I have a small school space. Why not we'll go and ask her? So I went to a small
Wow.
school garage. It was like a preschool space actually done in a home garage. So it was a preschool at in the mornings and which turned to be a dance school in the evening. So the lady of that preschool was so accommodating. So looking at me, so she gave me that space for rent at 200 rupees. So I started off my dance institute with just 200 rupees in hand,
And now
whereas
look at
the
it. You
rent
have
was
50 plus students.
yes,
Wow.
so with just one student and 200 rupees a rent. Today we have so many students who have been learning this classical art form under us, and we've performed at different parts. So that's how the whole story of entrepreneurship started. So I continued to graduate and do my engineering. So post my engineering, you know that so the mentality of our Indian parents, a lot of our Indian parents would be like, okay, so कि doctor बनो या engineer बनो, doctor
Yeah,
बनो या
yeah,
engineer बनो,
yeah.
कुछ नहीं.
And
So
you became
it
a
would be like,
writer. How?
yeah, either you are a doctor an engineer or a failure. So I chose
True.
the path of an Indian mentality and became an engineer. So graduated being an engineer. So after that, yeah, what next? So people asked me to take up a job, and a dance school was running, but yet I wanted to explore. More, and I took up a job. So this time not in a company that was well settled. I was placed in HP, but I turned down that offer, not because not because I did not want it to go there, but because I wanted to explore something beyond that. So that's when I started working for a startup company. So my first job was in a startup. I was the second employee in the startup. So that gave me a lot of exposure. I'll tell you, when you
Wow.
really get when you start facing those challenges, and when you get to be in the zone of the risk, is when you start learning a lot of things in life.
True,
So
true.
probably
Yes.
that started at a very initial stage of my career. So when I took up a job in a startup, which was I was just the second employee, and I got a lot of experience and an exposure to understand how business works and how it is for a bigger market to be in the space of entrepreneurship. So that's how it started. So I worked in startup for around 2 years, and that's when there came another turning point. And what next? Because that was a point in time. There was a monotony that had already started setting in. So we are people. We can't sit in one place. We are like, we have to keep doing something. We have
Yeah,
to.
I think that is a very small group of people. Also, there are people who easily get into their comfort zone and they don't want to move. You are somebody who I have seen that constantly pushes your boundaries. You love to try new things, and
Yes.
you like to keep yourself at that. You know, you're constantly like that kick movie kind of thing. That's your kick. Yeah, that's your kick. Like you're very up for new things. Like you spoke Bengali for the first time, and I was mind blown that time, like in VKC. So that's when I knew that you are so accepting and accommodating towards new things, and you're okay with stepping out of your comfort zone. Very quick, you are like, okay, this is my new thing. I'll do it. That's your aura and your confidence, and you become that very soon. Like you adapt like this. I love that about you. So then how did you go on to the next thing? Tell me that.
Yeah. So it was like there was that monotony that started setting in. Somebody who was like creatively accelerated will understand what I'm trying to tell. So there was a lot of monotony. I mean, there was one point in time, it's just 2 years and I've stopped enjoying my work. That's when I felt, okay, let me do what my heart says. I don't know. I was really clueless. I just had a small dance school by then. That's it. So I was really clueless as to what do I do next. But there was that courage that, yeah, let me push and try doing something rather than sticking on to what I don't like. So that's when I took
Mhm.
a very hard decision, which actually initially my parents also did not support. But moving on, they really felt happy of what my decision was. So then I decided to put a resignation letter. I told her, let me quit my job and do what I want to do. Let me start
Yeah, for Indian parents,
exploring.
it's a huge thing. They're like, what you're quitting, that kind of, what are you going to do? Like, we are so used to knowing what we want to do next. And
Yeah.
if you don't know what you want to do next, they freak out. Yeah. Like, I can imagine the situation.
True.
And then,
And what happens is that in our society, the mentality is such that no, like you should have a very stable job, you should have a stable income. Otherwise, especially for girls, it's like, who will marry you? So if you don't have a stable job, you're not
obviously,
married.
girls
Yeah, pati ho tu, so you're crazy. What's with you? What are you trying to do? Was the questions that arised. But there was something inside, no, that kept on telling that try exploring, try doing something. And this
yeah.
meanwhile, so during my engineering days, I also was always engaged with a lot of other things. That's when I was
Okay.
selected on a scholarship in one of the prominent dance companies of India. So on a scholarship called as Nritya Indian Contemporary Dance Company. So it's one of the companies where we have done a lot of commission work for Ambani's. We have worked for the A-listed stars of Bollywood. So I got an
Oh,
opportunity to really learn under scholarship. So be under scholarship. I was very few handpicked by the company to train in contemporary form of dance during my engineering. That also gave me a kind of elevated confidence that during that period of time, I also got to perform. So we performed for the 70th birthday celebrations of Amitabh Bachchan. So that's one of the wonderful events I was like extremely fortunate to be a part
so
of.
seen him. You've met
Yeah, we
him.
worked with Amitabh Bachchan at Reliance Films.
Wow.
Then one more event I am so glad to be a part of was the first event with Nritya Dance Company was we performed in Ambani's house, the Anthelia. So with all the Ambanis and the stars and the biggest entrepreneurs, and for me it was like that aha moment that no,
That you were
there
right.
is
This
the
is what you
Ambani's
were
house.
meant for.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like the stairs this side and the stairs this side and the center stairs. So it was for a India Fantastic was a book launch, and we
Uh-huh.
dancers became the models. So we used to have those beautiful designer collections of Abujani and Sandeep Khosla. So and we that was such a fangirling moment for me to be on that stage. I mean, to really experience and witness a volume of work and be a part of a volume of work like that. So that also had given me so much confidence. So like this, I got an opportunity to work with the best brands across. Mumbai. So we again worked with Anil Ambani. So we did commission work for Kokila Ben.
Oh my
That was a wonderful.
God.
Krishna was the concept we had worked on, and I again got an opportunity to work as a dancer in Mirzia, a Bollywood film by Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra. So these were all the things that was happening simultaneously when I just quit my job. So it just gave me, elevated my confidence and said that okay, let me explore a lot of things and let me not stick to what everybody wants me to do. But there are times where you have to take certain decisions that has to be strong. So those decisions will eventually at that point in time you may feel like confused as to what am I doing. You may have people tell you don't do it. A lot of them will tell you that what are you trying to do, just have a
Yes.
stable job, just have a stable income, why do you want to explore a lot. But later part of it, today if I look back at that journey, I feel happy about what I took. I mean, it wasn't easy at all at that point in time. But today, if I look back, this has given me a lot of confidence to really go ahead. It's given me a lot more of that
Yes.
perseverance, that courage to move forward because the journey hasn't been
Yeah.
easy. So to be self-made,
Yes.
so with no background, with no nothing, but to just take your journey your way, it needs a lot of courage, a lot of hardships, a lot of struggles, but it will be worth it all. So that's how it started. And after that, uh, I got an opportunity to host events, which I never thought I would be doing.
Yeah, you tell me
So
about that
I
now.
tried my
Yes.
best to not. I got an opportunity to host Association of Consulting Civil Engineers of India. That's a civil engineers event, which I tried my level best not to do it. So I was like, "No, I don't want to take this up. I don't want to take this up." But sometimes the destiny has it, no. So there
Yeah.
is
Yes.
destiny that's trying
You're
to
made for it.
guide you
Yes.
towards in one direction. That's when I took up Association of Consulting Civil Engineers of India event. That was one of my first events as an anchor on stage. But God's grace, people loved my work, and that's when my profile, the Chota profile, was forwarded to DRDO for Aero India. So that's how I got to host the Aero India International Seminar. I still host. Last 2 years ago, the other season also I did, but this year we couldn't do because it was only the air show, not the international seminar. So
Yeah.
that was something. That's how the journey started with as an anchor also. So I started working. Then after that, I worked with a lot of brands. Later, I did Karnataka Premier Football League. I did. So I worked with brands like Ultratech Cement. So that's Ultratech Cement has been one of the brands that has held me so tight from the beginning. So I owe a lot of things to Ultratech Cement and also to my mentor. I call him Nagesh. So he was the one who really guided me through all these days. No, they say see what's important is people will talk and tell you, a lot of them will give you hundreds of advices, but a few will give you opportunities. Advices are important, but opportunities are more important. So I'm very
Yes.
grateful to those people who recognized the small talent in me and really gave such opportunities. I'm eternally grateful to all of them. So probably because of
That
such
same
elements in my
gratefulness
life.
I have towards you because you have done that for me. Like you gave me opportunities from the time I've started. more than anything. So that is the
Yes.
reason why I think that has come around to you also, because you've also been grateful to the people who've been there for you, and then
Yes.
it's a chain. Now I can see it. Yeah,
So that's
beautiful.
how so it started off. I work with Ultratech Cement. I work with lot of brands, and very recently I traveled to Dubai also. Last month
Yes,
before second wave of Corona, and hosted
I know,
India
crazy,
UAE
right?
conclave. So I'll be traveling again to Dubai after the lockdown. Every restriction lifts up to host the second edition of India UAE Business Conclave, and this time it would be with lot of Bollywood stars. We have Udit Narayan in music concert. So it's another
Wow.
event which I'm really looking forward to hosting it. So it was during this point in time my dance school was running well, and I started exploring more opportunity as an anchor. So I was doing a lot of events. And then I did a lot of work with media also. A couple of work I started. I hosted a talk show, not a talk show, a devotional show for Colors Kannada channel called as Prarthani. That gave me a little more
Mm.
confidence. So this was after around 2.5, 3 years of my journey as an anchor and running my dance school is when I got a thought of starting a media company of my own. So that's when Creatix Media was born. Today,
Yeah.
we work as an advertising, PR, and brand consulting firm. So I work with a lot of brands, and we're working with
Yeah.
lot of brands. So that is what Creatix Media is into. So basically, the vision, the thought behind starting Creatix Media was like a lot of people look for opportunities. So why not we become someone who could create not just opportunities, those reliable opportunities. So which people could really benefit from, and which people could really, it could really help them grow. So that's always been my vision, and with that vision, Creatix Media was started. So
Yeah,
work
I
with
think that's
dance.
your vision has been not only for the brand, but I think even personal life, you are
Yes.
like that for normal friends and people, because I experienced that at VKC when we went together. Oh my God, that was one hell of an experience. It was so beautiful to share that with you. And you gave me the best event of my whole life. And the best part was it was with you. You know, it you're really a very classy woman, and you are very you're very intelligent. You choose very
Thank
well. Like, you really see through people. Your, the way you manage everything on stage, your voice quality, your throat. I'm back, right?
you. Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I got scared. This happens a lot because of the internet issues. Yeah, we can't do anything. So yes, when I was so much in awe, like to travel with you, to share the room with you and Divya, also get to meet Aishwarya. It was such a beautiful experience, and that is where I got to see the true person who you are. No, I didn't know about this much of you, right? I didn't know how you started. I didn't know the kind of brands you worked with. I just know you as a person, and you've always been there to help me out professionally, give me right kind of advice at the right kind of time. You used to, like, you were so busy even back then when I started talking to you, but you gave me the time. You used to talk to me at least for 1 hour and make sure that I'm okay, give me the right kind of advice, and then keep the phone. You helped shape me. Though you're a lot younger to me, you're, a massive, amazing person. Like, I can't stress enough, the kind of knowledge that you have. How, like, that's when I started wondering how much this girl must have worked, to get this much knowledge and to be the kind of person, and how confident she is. All of that, it was just beautiful. And these 3 days, no one can fake more than one day. Trust me. Okay. But you were such a
One
down to
thing,
earth.
but yeah.
Yeah, you were such a down to earth person all the 3 days. You were lost in yourself. Simple as a person can be. No one can tell you are this big of a personality, also. You've earned your name through your work. You've earned respect through your work, and you're so simple as a person. You get up in the morning 7 o'clock. You have this disciplined routine. You're very hardworking, and I remember waking up to you dancing. It was the best thing ever in my whole life. And then you kept singing. You don't really bother of who's watching you, who's not watching you. You're in your own zone,
Yeah.
and you're constantly practicing. You're constantly thinking of your work. It was so beautiful to like look at you like that, to imbibe all of that. Like I saw you and I felt like, what am I doing with my life? I should also do something. So every time I procrastinate, I think of you and I'm like, Anjali wouldn't be doing this. I need to get up and do something like this, you know?
Nothing like that. I would say, like, see, what I've always believed is that you have to be your best friend. So you have to, so me apni best friend. Who I always tell this.
Oh yeah.
I'm my best friend. So I love doing what my heart says. I love doing what I love, going where I want to go. I love meeting people whom I want to meet. So I love doing work which I would love to do work. So when you really do whatever you are passionate about, whatever you love, life becomes a celebration. So you have to fall in love with yourself. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. He says that talk to yourself at least once in a day. He says this. One of those lines which I always love is like, talk to yourself at least once in a day. Otherwise you'll miss meeting a wonderful person in your lifetime. That's what Swami Vivekananda says. So we have to be in line with us, with ourselves, with our thoughts,
Mm.
with our focus. And you need the external stimulation also, but internal stimulation is for me more important than the external stimulation. So when the internal
Yes,
stimulation
you're
is
one of
strong,
a kind. You're one of a kind that I've met, and I adore you so much. Like I can't even tell you. This is the most special interview for me because I looked up to you when I started, and it really feels like it's come such a long way from where I started, and looking up to you, looking at you in the YouTube videos and thinking, wow, she's so nice. And I remember in RMZ Galleria Mall, and your ad was playing, Sapna Book House. Okay. And I looked at you and I was like, I know this girl. She talks to me. I was saying that. I remember to one of the guys who was sitting next to me from the event. And then he was like, really, you know her? And I said, yeah, she's also an MC. So nice. She talks to me. I was like that. And, coming to stand with you in the stage and getting to even share that space with you, getting to absorb all that inspiration was so beautiful. And that place was just so beautiful. What do you even say? It was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life. And thank you so much. I owe all of that to you, like really. And we spoke for so long that, you know, I think we also lost track of time. We really became like sisters. The really one story you told me, which was really heart-hitting and beautiful for me, was that you told me about an office where you went and everyone stood up to greet you. Why don't you tell that story? I really feel like that is something that is amazing, mind-blowing.
so Federation of Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industries. So it was during last 2 years ago that I had been to the same office. I did not know anybody there. I just had an appointment. I just wanted to be at the place and then really collaborate and do something with FKCCI. So when you're no one, people don't recognize you, right? So that's when I waited there for so long, like around 2 hours, 3 hours, and nobody even asked us to come in. So we tried asking them if we could meet the president or the chairman. So nobody even responded to us. That was the situation. So, but the same thing came around. They say that when you really do anything with honesty, it comes back to you in a better way. So it so happened that I was hosting Shubh, a new newspaper by Rajasthan Patrika, and we had the same president and the chairman of FKCCI who had attended that event. So right during the event, the two gentlemen so humbly came to me and gave their card and told me that we really loved the way you are. We really loved the way you're talking to people. We really loved the substance you have in you. We've not seen somebody do an incredible work like this. We would like to collaborate with you. We'd like to work with you. And they invited me to their office, FKCCI. So that's when I went to the office, and the same office which I felt so insulted, so humiliated before, with nobody's attendance. So it was the same office I just went, and people stood up and greeted. So that's how I always
Yeah,
believe that
I
more than you
know.
talking, your work should talk.
Yes, and you are like that. You are like when it comes to your personal life, no one can say anything that you've actually achieved so much in your life, okay? And I'm sure that this is all through only your work, like
Yeah, a
the
lot
kind
of
of work that you have done, and you have not done anything else. Like you are actually the woman of substance, you are really deeper than a lot of things out there. And when it comes to your personal life, like hanging out in the airport and everything, you're so simple. You're so extremely simple. No one will even like you're just like a very down to earth, humble, ordinary girl, and and you're just like, I just woke up and I just got out and fast got my things done and leave. You don't have any this, that air about yourself, nothing.
not
You're just
required.
so simple.
That's not required, I feel, because I don't know why to put all of it, like why to have those horns so much. No, it's just a part of life. You're just doing your work. That's it, nothing more and nothing less. So it's we are all here as a part of the journeys, and I always believe that all of us, like every individual, will have their own journey to share. So it's an
Right.
incredible place to be in. So why to put those horns and then have an approach of thinking I am big, somebody is small. So I've never been that, and I don't like.
Yeah.
So
I
you have
love that about you. I love
no, you
that
have
about
to
you.
become
Because,
humble. You have to become humble. Life is short, but life is
yeah,
beautiful. So treat
the thing
everyone
is
and
you are
enjoy life.
You're a millennial, okay? You're younger than me. So, of course, you're from this time and era. Girls who are of your age are very different. They're so much into social media. They're so much into, a different zone altogether. But you're not that. Like, you're so human. Like, you have that proper old 90s ka soul who is really very down to earth. Like, I can't even explain. Like, I'm using that term so many times because I have nothing else to tell. Like, I don't know how to describe that personality of yours. Like you're so calm, and there's a certain energy around you which is just so beautiful, and you exude that. Like you exude positivity, and you're just so calm on your own, and it's beautiful to be that way. Like to be around you also. And I've never felt that with anybody. Because nowadays everybody is just so full of themselves. They have to be out there, and I love that you guys came. Remember, we all came home, not home, like came to the the resort after we were done with the event. Also, I was talking to you about my partner repellent. Here I have it.
Yeah.
Yay! So we came into the room, and then I was telling you about this, and you are so kind and so generous. You and Divya, both of you danced. So cute. Oh my God. We made like a commercial, and your brains are so good. Like, yes, because you're with Creatix Media, you're so your brain is on your fingertips. Like, you're so quick with coming out with ideas, and you were like, we could do this. And I was like, really? That's so cool. I love that idea. And I think brands can really reach out to you and see the kind of potential that you have, in advertising that you have very offbeat and different ideas, which I don't think anybody can even come up with.
And recently, we also started something in the sustainability space. So that's called my new company in agri-tech space. That's called Avni Green Factory. So we want to our vision with Avni Green Factory is to promote sustainable living and promote lot of organic products, not just for the urban lifestyle, but also for the agriculture, and guide farmers towards good and stable organic agricultural practices. So with that, we also launched our first product, an organic manure. It's around Shimoga, made of coir. So we also want to, our forte is to work on products from coir, exclusively from coir, the organic products. So to the agriculture and food and healthcare. So these are the three segments we are targeting. So towards agriculture, we launched our first product called as Avani Organic Manure. and the product has it's been well received across Shimoga region by all
Yes,
farmers. And
I saw it when you were
yes,
like posting about it. I think very long, like a bit long ago, like
yeah.
with all the bags and everything. It was so beautiful. Oh my God.
So yeah, so that is the agri-tech startup. So we're also trying to work on more products in the sustainability play space. So the whole idea behind this product is to create more awareness to farmers, because today the kind of food we eat is completely adulterated. So we are in a zone of we are hit with a lot of diseases, the pandemic, I mean the stress, the
Oh my God.
lifestyle.
Yes. Now I think now more than ever we need everything organic. Yes.
Yeah. So it's so the lifestyle around itself is polluted, not the environment. The whole lifestyle is polluted. But the root cause for all these is the kind of food we are consuming. Something which we have to all think about, and it's so important. It's the need of the hour that we do something to the environment, something towards sustainability, and push people towards organic and good healthy life practices. So the whole root cause of this is soil, because now what happens is farmers they want to just get the yield and get
Okay.
yield like quickly and faster. So they tend to
Yeah.
use a lot of chemicals and fertilizers and pesticides to the soil and the crops, which is completely detrimental for the soil health. So the soil
Um,
becomes, as you start using lot of fertilizers, lot of chemicals into the soil tends to
mhm.
become acidic. Acid. There's the
Oh,
kind of
okay.
acid formation that takes place in the soil. So
Yeah.
once soil starts becoming acidic, over the period of time, the land starts becoming barren. Once the land
Mhm.
becomes barren, once the soil loses its fertility, so you can't grow anything there. So that
Yes.
is okay. That is what we want to really spread awareness through our organic products. So Avani organic product is a product that's made exclusively of coir, the coir pith and the coir fibers, and it's completely organic. It protects soil fertility, so it makes soil very fertile. It gives the required nutrition to the crops, and also helps in promotes plant growth, and also protects plants from the kind of diseases that can affect them. So over the period of time, when you start using an organic manure to the soil, the acidic content of the soil over the period of time, it starts reducing, because
It
now the
will
soil is
improve.
already acidic everywhere. So it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's completely filled with chemicals and lot of chemicals around. So it so
Yeah.
happens once you start using an organic product, especially the organic manure, and start following sustainable agriculture practices, over the period of time, the soil starts regaining its fertility, and it becomes alkaline from being acidic. So alkaline nature is very important for a fertile and a good soil. So when the soil is good, the crops will be good. So that's when we can really focus on the healthier food. So we want to work on grassroots level, and also in the future we envision to bring a lot more products and services which can promote healthy lifestyle. So that's about another new
Wow.
venture that I've just started.
But this is so beautiful and impressive. Like, look at you. Like, you're doing things that actually shift and make a difference.
Yeah, of
Like,
course. It's always been my
yeah,
wish.
every single thing that you've done, you've actually made a difference in people's lives. Be it as small as me or anybody you even touched, I'm sure. You were telling me there were so many people that you know who have changed their mind on even working at a certain place and all of that. You're that inspiring as a person. Even though you're small, you're a bomb of a person. And you have that impact. Yeah, you have that beautiful impact.
Yeah, that's important. That so whatever little you know, you should. I've always believed that whatever little you know, you should share it to the world. You should touch somebody's lives and empower someone, rise someone up. So hold somebody held my hand, and today I'm doing something what I am doing now. So there are a lot of people around who need a lot of empowerment. So empowerment doesn't mean that you go hold their hands and say give them a job or an opportunity. Empowerment is beyond that. There are people who really look for it from what do you say? They look there are people who has no such exposure towards life. So you give them be that sunshine and tell them give them that heart and say guide them towards something good. So if they can really stabilize in their lives and build a good life for themselves, so nothing like that. So that is always
Yeah.
been course, everything what I'm doing to my vision has always been to empower people and to touch lives and to really create as much as opportunities as possible for people around, so that everybody can live together, grow together, strive together, and build a wonderful family together. That's what they say, Vasudeva Kutumbakam.
Oh my
So
God.
that's
Yeah.
what
And you really
always
live by that. Yes. You really live by that. You've actually touched my life. And the very reason that you even said yes to this was you said even if few girls see this and they change their mind and they want to do what their heart wants and they follow this, even looking at us, we are, of course, all our lives we are going to keep struggling and trying to get somewhere or the other.
yeah.
So this is so beautiful that you were the easiest. I just called you and I said, Anjali, I have this concept in mind, and you were like, yes, let's do this. It was so cool, and I was like looking forward to this because what more than having my own idol, like who I started off with, right in front, telling the world, like sharing with the world what I got to see with you and experience with you was so beautiful. And now everybody can see this too. And towards the end of this Kerala trip also, you told me how I can grow my focus, not to be bothered about my surroundings and just to focus, on what I want to do. And I had things like, okay. So yeah, I was very affected by my surroundings and what people would talk about me and do whatever. Like I was sharing like a sister, we really had that moment. And then you told me, no, no matter what happens around you, you concentrate right now at what you need to do, and you told me how to do that. And I every time I speak to you, I carry something that I can actually do to grow myself. And that is what I love about you.
It so
You just
happens
don't,
that it so
yeah, you
happens
just
that
don't listen and, okay, theek ho jayega. Most people will be like, don't worry, it'll be okay with time and everything they say and they leave. But you don't do that. You listen, you get to the root of the problem and you actually tell what is really important to do in your life and you actually uplift and you give, like you've always given that opportunity to level myself up and you've helped, like really been there. So yeah, you continue.
no, it's always about what is that? The focus. Something which I feel very inspired is
Oh my God, your voice. Huh. Now it's back. Your voice suddenly went in between. Huh.
am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So the nature really gives us a lot of things to learn from. So we have to, if you closely observe nature, so you have every bit in our surroundings, and the nature is something which we have to learn from. So the
Hmm.
bird which I'm like completely awestruck always is the eagle. So eagle is a bird I feel so inspired by. So if you observe eagle, eagle is so focused in life. Eagle only
Yes.
surrounds with eagle. You don't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
eagle just sitting by the side and just not doing anything. So eagle is constantly focused towards what it is supposed to do. So where it is supposed to go. So and it flies so high. It's in its
Yes.
own
The
journey.
highest
It
flying
goes.
bird. Yes.
Yes. So it is trying to reach its destiny, because every being here has their own destiny, right? So it is trying to reach its destiny around. So that is a bird that really inspires me to really think of when you start observing nature. So eagle is one such bird. And when you look at eagle, it's so fearless. You can see that fearless kind of an attitude in an eagle that keeps moving. It's so confident, right? The way the whole posture of an eagle, it excites. I mean, I feel very awestruck by an eagle around. So and every time there is a storm or every time there are clouds and it becomes cloudy, eagle tends to fly more higher. It kind of kicks itself up, no? So that's how probably those are the kind of inspirations we have to take from nature. and probably put that into our lifestyle and put that into ourselves, and slowly kind of try building something in that direction of being focused, of being fearless, of being independent, of being self-satisfied more than anything, and self-accelerated. So once you are happy
Yeah,
with yourself is when you can spread a lot of joy and happiness around. So that's always
true.
been the mission and the life mantra.
Yeah, and you said you like eagles. Dubai's national bird is eagle. Did you notice that when you went there?
Yes, yes, yes,
You would have
yes.
been so happy looking at it, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh
That's
my
why if you look
God.
at the whole, see the country, if you look at
Huh.
Dubai, the way the country has progressed has been the same way, right? It's one of those very focused civilizations and focused countries I've seen. In a very short period of time, they've built a, a, a kind of, what do you say, a huge thing for itself, a huge thing which the whole globe will look up to. So probably
Yeah.
they're actually living to the principles of Eagle.
Yeah, and I think it's so apt for you also. I really feel like, it's destiny that you went there and you discovered so much more also. I
Yeah.
really wish you all the best for so much more that, you get to do in your future. And, I really feel like this platform is not justice for you, okay? I don't think like these are just a few thousands of people who would watch it, a few hundreds of people. But you're the kind of person who should be talking at TEDx and things like that one day because I know that you will get there.
Thank
You've
you.
already achieved so much. You've already achieved so much in your life at such a
No, no, lots
young
to do.
age.
That
Yeah, but it's
is the
amazing how,
beginnings. Lot to work, lot to learn, and so much to learn.
yeah, you're so calm, you're so quiet. I had no idea. Like this is the not I've known you so much. I was there, but today is the day I actually, got to hear your actual journey, and I'm so like mind blown at how humble you were. Now it kind of makes sense to me, and I understand. Wow, this girl has really worked her everything off. Like, really, I cannot imagine. And then you're still like, and a company like Avni Green, it's really a pride, given that we are a, nation who really value agriculture and we have massive agriculture here. It's sad what it is coming to because, like you said, chemicals and everything, and it's so beautiful to see you do so many meaningful things in your life and actually be a woman of substance, and not like you're so fearless. I love everything about you. I really hope that the world gets to see more of you. I'm so happy that I got to actually talk so personally to you and get to know you so much more. I don't know if any other interview will touch down on this, but this is something that I can pride upon and say I was the first one to go to Anjali.
Thank you.
This is really a big pride for myself. So let's
Thank
see if anybody has questions. There are a lot of people who joined in right now after a really long conversation, but I don't think we have a lot of questions coming our way. Guys, if you have questions for Anjali, you can ask now. She is somebody who can answer anything.
No, nothing like that.
No, yeah, but you have that, like somehow you have that power, I guess, because you are so like calm and down to earth and you're very well learned, like learned type. So yeah. So if anybody has questions for her, or maybe even how to grow confidence or anything like that. Okay, I'll only ask you. Tell me, how do I like? Yeah, I still struggle with a bit of confidence and these issues. Probably on stage also. Sometimes you noticed my mistakes. I slip the lines and my focus goes here and there. Tell me, how can you improve confidence and focus?
So confidence and focus, yeah, it is something. It is a process in itself. So it takes a lot of time to improve. I was in that stage also. I also come through the whole stage of it. But it's like every time you really feel that you lack something, so you have to focus on correcting it. So to focus on getting to that part, and then trying to analyze and see where I can get better in the area I have chosen. So once you start doing that homework continuously on yourself, so slowly you start building it up. for yourself. So it's a process in itself. Confidence is like, oh, nahi, aaj ban jao, so go on stage and then you get that full confidence, nothing like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is a process that takes time. So, but you have to work towards it. So you have to build
Yeah.
it over time and try progressing that way. So that's how you really build confidence.
Yes, and I want to ask you about your experience, how you spoke Bangladeshi. No, no, Bengali. Bangladeshi is different. Okay, Bengali. See, this is where my focus is at. Like you can see. So, yeah.
So
How
Bengali
did
is
you speak
like,
Bengali for the first time on the stage so beautifully? Nobody even could notice that you flawless actually, and it was just my idea to say hello and welcome. That's all I wanted, but then you took on this proper long paragraph and you went out there and did it like in a few. Okay, I want to talk about that, like how do you get that, like how do you become that adaptable as a person?
so the industry we are in, especially one best thing, the industry, the space of entertainment, especially being an anchor, being in front of mic, the first thing it teaches you is to be spontaneous, and it teaches a lot of risk management skills on
Yeah,
stage.
I
तो
know.
गड़बड़ हो जाएगा, so you have to still keep up your smile and continue. The show must go on. So that's what the whole thing teaches. When there are such opportunities which comes your way that needs you to really adapt in a certain way for the
Hmm.
greater good, so I feel you should be open to it. You should be open to such learnings, and those openness and those learning is what can take someone forward. So when I got an opportunity to really speak in Bengali, I was more excited, but yet inside there were a lot of butterflies also,
Yeah.
because I don't
Oh
know the
yeah.
at all. So what I did is I really sat with the organizers. I really spoke to them in length and I understood how to pronounce the language in a certain way. I took my time to really. So that's something which I say is ask questions. So never
You told me
put
that.
yourself
Yes.
back in asking questions, however stupid or dumb it may seem, but don't go on stage or do anything unless and until your questions are answered. So once you start questioning is when you start learning something. So that's what happened with the Bengali language also. I took
But
notes
I tell
from
you
them. I
what,
really rehearsed with them for quite a long time, then practiced and
I
then
didn't
delivered
find
on
it
stage.
like it was quite a long time. Honestly, it was just like 10 or 15 minutes before the show started. If it was me, I would have taken a longer time. But you did it like that, like 10, 15 minutes, and you were good to go. You practiced, you were like, there was so much of commotion around us, okay? Because the event was starting, there was music, I like there were people and so much. If it was me, I have my mind all over the place, right? So for me, I cannot really take on something like this and just in matter of minutes just talk as flawlessly as you could. But then what I grasped from you was like no matter what happened around you, you sat there with that one thing. You looked at it, you practiced it, you spoke to them, but then in minutes it was like magic in front of my eyes. In minutes you went and just spoke in a language that you have no idea about, like, but
Yeah.
with so much grace, with that smile on your face. That is your USP. Okay, your expressions are beautiful. I think that comes from the dance form that from so many years of your life. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The way you carry yourself, that poise and that grace and that body structure that you have, I really love that. Okay, the way you do that, and then with that smile, like effortlessly, like you just like, huh, you know, like that, and you did that. I was so happy when you did that. I was like, wow, I could have like. I told you when you came down from the stage also, wow, you spoke in that language. I don't think I could have done it. Wow, that was
And
so
how it
cool.
all happens over a period of time. So what I do is a practice which I would like to tell whoever is watching this live is sit back and observe your breath. So just start practicing meditation in a simple way. So the very simple way is to just whenever you feel you're lost, and whenever you feel you're tired, whenever you feel that you're not able to focus on something. So a concentration mantra, according to me, is to just sit back and observe your breathing for some time. Just a 5 or 10 minutes would do wonders in life. That's what I do before I start off my day, or during, even before I started off this live also. So I sat for just 2-3 minutes to just focus on your breath. So this exercise of just
Ah,
focusing on your breath and just I mean, trying to really relax and say yourself relax will build a lot of focus. So that's given me a lot more focus than I could even think of.
yeah, I think that's why your
The
silence
monkeys
and
will
the
slowly
calm
vanish.
comes.
The monkeys will
Yeah,
slowly
I think, huh?
the monkeys in us will slowly start vanishing.
Yeah, I think that's the reason how you stay, like maybe that's why you're so calm and focused, and maybe that's the reason you have that aura around you, like at all times. It's not only on stage, or it's not fluctuating at all. It's continuously around you, and a person can feel that when they come around you. So that's something that, you're beautiful, man. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
I love you for doing this. And I don't think we have, there's somebody saying hi, ma'am. Let's just
That's my student.
like see if you
Hello.
want to. Ah, okay. Yes.
My
Let's just
students
see
have
who
also
all you
joined.
can see today. Oh, how sweet. So there is, I don't recognize many of them. I see Ganga. Hi. Then there is Chandni. Hi, Chandni. She's from Chennai. Ganga is also from Chennai, but right now she is in Hyderabad. Deepshika. Hi. Kavya Gowda. There's so many people I really don't know. But thank you so much, Shivani. Hi. All of these are from my college and my um back in Chennai when I was studying. So
Wow.
they've come to see us. Yeah.
Amazing.
So now you're known in Chennai. That's it, I think. I'm not able to go too much. You remember Nikita? Nikita Joseph that you introduced
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in Kerala? She joined.
Yeah.
Hi, Nikita. I don't know if she's still around with us. We had a very long chat. This is what, like you told me initially while starting itself, you're just excited to do this, and you don't really, you don't have anything in mind, and that's something I really love about you. You just are up for things. You don't care. It's very hard to detach from the outcome
Yeah.
of things. You don't think of it. You're just like, let's start it, let's put it out there, outcome will be the outcome. I love that about you again.
That's
Yes.
it.
Like
That's
for
it.
us, we'll always be like, oh, will this work? Will that not work? How much, that's always a tension that you have. How do you not care about the outcome, or how did you get yourself to practice that you don't really want the outcome as much? You will enjoy the process.
For me, more than the destination, the journey is what looks exciting. So the whole process of creating something, the whole process of putting things in order, the whole process of doing something, the whole process of learning something, the whole process of exploring something in itself looks exciting. Then the outcome. So I get so involved in all these process part of it. I seriously don't get time to focus on the kind of outcome. See, what happens is that over a period of time, so I feel that the whole thing of trying to attach ourselves with our external identities, we have to really start stepping back from them, like ki kya log, I mean, what will people talk about, what will people tell, uh, I mean, that we are
Um,
so concerned about it. We're so concerned about what people are saying about us, but we don't really focus on where we have to head. So the moment we shut these noises inside us, the more of them are inside, and start focusing on where we are heading. So probably we can do a lot more
yeah.
things, lot more spaces there. So a lot more, I mean, we put in lot, why we feel tired, we feel stressed out is हमारे अंदर lot of junk thoughts है हमारा, we our thoughts, we vibrate with lot of junk thoughts, and we keep them inside our brains. So we keep vibrating there. We keep revolving around those junk thoughts, and that's not absolutely not required at all. The moment you start putting them, and the moment you start shunning those thoughts, and then trying to get that out and kick that out, there'll be a lot of brain space inside. The more the space, the
Yeah,
more
true.
productive you can become. So that's what I
Yeah.
believe in, the whole process, the whole journey of it. So then the destination.
True, true. See, for me, I am like how you said, I am that person who like keeps everything, and then I get lost in that, and I waste a lot of my time in that, like you said, and then I get exhausted, my mental capacity gets exhausted, and then I don't come out with anything productive. Really, like it's so amazing to see someone who's so young and who's so well aware of themselves that you've achieved so much in such a young age only because you understood life, you understood yourself, you fell in love with yourself, and all of these beautiful things came about. And I really wish that more people discover this and actually live their full potential, the way
Absolutely.
you are living. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
No,
because
I'm
you
not
glow
putting
and you
that.
look happy.
I'm not living it to my full potential, so I feel I've just started, a lot more to do. But yet, you see, I mean, our days are lost, right? So today, this moment won't come back again. So today's day won't come back again. The same time won't come back again. So if you look back at your own journey, so you should feel happy about your journey. So you should feel like, so the
Yeah.
day when probably we go to our old age and then the dead beds, and then we sit back and look up into the ceiling and think, what did I do in my life? What was my journey all about? What did I do? Yes, I studied something. Okay, I worked for someone. Okay, I married, I reproduced, and I'm dying today. So is it the only part of life? It's a part of life. I'm not telling it's not the part of life.
Yeah.
It's an integral part of life. But life is beyond that. Life is to be lived beyond that. The moment you realize and start focusing on it, so you'll have a lot more things to be happy about, a lot more things to be grateful about, a lot more things to explore and experience. That's all you
Yes, and you live your true self, and that is the reason why you're always glowing. I've always seen your face glowing. Your smile is always like that uplifting smile. It's not like, you can easily say it's not fake ever. You're just smiling from within, because you are keeping yourself happy by living your true self, and nothing around you is fake or anything of that sort. You don't put up a fake facade at all. I don't think so.
Yeah.
You're extremely true to yourself, and you're really, like, for me, according to me, I really think that you're living to your full potential. I really think, and I'm sure that there's much more coming ahead also.
Yeah, a lot more to do, a lot more to explore,
Yeah.
a lot more to experience.
Yes, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for doing this, and this is really memorable and means a lot to me. Like you know, there's never going to be a value for this.
Thank you. It's
So
my
thank
pleasure
you so
to be
much for
part of
doing
it.
this.
And also,
Thank you
I
took out
wish
your time.
all success. So, to all everybody watching this live, Shabana has started a new entrepreneurial venture called as in the
Inspired by
Hindi.
you, like I should say.
So the first product
You
she's launched is called as the. It's a very unique name. I fell in love with
partner,
the name. Partner Repellent, and the tagline:
rebel,
repel your partner to attract more. It's a cinnamon flavored.
symbol.
Yeah, it's a cinnamon flavored lip balm, and I have used this lip balm, and it's really good. So you should all try this partner repellent, a wonderful product in itself. And also
Uh,
to all the men out there who smoke a lot and they're always hiding their lips, which has become like dark because of smoking. So probably you should really try the cinnamon flavored partner repellent, because all that blackness will go and you'll get that plumpy and colorful lips again. That's a
you
wonderful
know,
product. So I wish you
coming
all
to
the
this, I
best.
want to tell you, you were the first MC who told me, Shabana, MCing and everything is fine, but this life will come to an end. So you better work on yourself and grow something of your own. You work on
Absolutely.
something of your own. That was your very first advice that you gave me. And nobody has told me that. The kind of things that you've told me, the kind of advice that you've given me, and honestly been there as a rock, like you've really given the opportunities, you've given me work, as a girl anchor, to get another co-host as a girl, to share the stage, the kind of confidence that you had, like to take me, to give me that opportunity to choose me, I'm forever going to be grateful. Like, no matter how much I tell, it's never going to be enough. Like, you are really a blessing that came to me. And I want, like, my prayers and my wishes always are going to be with you. And, that I want you to grow and get everything that you want from my heart.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
so much.
We already reached an hour with the live. So
I know. We were expecting this. Thank
thank
you
you
so
for
much,
coming on.
everyone.
It's been pleasure talking to you. So
Pleasure is all mine. So thank you guys for joining us today. I'm
thank
going
you all.
to end the live.
Thank thank you all.
Yes.
So have a great weekend ahead. So take care,
Uh,
Shabana. I wish this show also a lot more success to bring in a lot more budding
inshallah.
entrepreneurs and then share their journeys and let a show like this benefit a lot more budding entrepreneurs and startups, their
Yes,
products reach
and I hope people get
wider
business out
masses.
of this. Yes, I hope people get business out of this. I hope people who really need to kind of like see this is. I want to promote businesses because I know that we are all struggling to grow our businesses. They're our babies, right? We take so much of care to make them. So, I want the businesses to grow, and I hope people who are really watching us approach you for your businesses, approach me for my businesses, and even anybody else who I feature. I want everybody's business to grow and let the economy really blossom now.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's a great thought.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Love you.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
great evening ahead, all
Bye,
of you.
guys.
Bye, Shabana. Take care.